Hey guys, how's it going? This is HelpfulLockPicker here, and I just want to share something with you very briefly today. I wasn't planning on making a video today, but I just had a really cool accomplishment that I'd like to share with you. As you all know, I have been starting to work on Detainer locks. I've gotten the silver bullet from lockfall.com and then the silver bullet from HelpfulLockPicker. I've been thinking about Detainer locks all week, and I've just been really putting a lot of work into them. And what I did is I just picked this one for the first time a few minutes ago before filming this. I am so excited by getting this lock open, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of my process and also why I think I may have broken this lock in the process. More information is coming up on this in just a second. Please stay tuned. What I was able to do was get my clear acrylic Detainer lock opened up, and I am just so excited by that. This is something that I've been thinking about all week, and it is something that I've been personally struggling with, and I'm just so happy to have my first lock opened. Sometimes you just need to have one small success to lead to more successes. So what I did to get this lock opened was I used my silver bullet from HelpfulLockPicker, and why I chose this one is because it had the front tensioning option on it, because this lock really likes the tension off of the front. So what I'd like to do is first explain to you how a Detainer lock works, just in brief, and then I'll go over how I picked it. So how this lock differs from a pin and tumbler lock is going to be the fact that it uses discs instead of pens and shear lines. So how this lock works is it's going to have a retaining part in the front that's going to hold the whole disc pack together. Then you're going to have all of these discs, and they're going to be separated by washers, so you can see here. These front 3 discs are going to be used for tensioning, and then you're going to have 6 discs going back, 1 separated by a washer, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. When you insert the correct key, it is going to turn all of these washers all of these discs to a very specific spot. So what's going to happen is, on each disc, it's going to have a cutout portion. When rotated properly, they're going to all align and make a channel. What that's going to do is it's going to allow this sidebar to drop down into that channel, and then you'll be able to turn the lock over. When you do not have them all aligned, the sidebar is going to sit up, and it's going to be obstructed by the metal here, and it's going to prevent the lock from being able to turn over and open up. So when you take a look at the key, how the key works, it's going to have cutouts, and these are going to make it so that the discs are only going to rotate so far. The more cutout you have, the further the disc is going to have to turn. So when you take a look at this disc here, you're going to see that this is going to be disc 1, and this is going to align right over here. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when I picked this lock open, I feel like I did break disc 1 because it feels pretty much seized, because the bitting on 1 and 5 are likely going to be the same exact bitting. 5 is currently in the correct spot, but as you can see, 1 is all the way up here and it's kind of seized. And this got seized like that when I was turning the lock over after I picked it, and I'm not exactly sure what the best course of action is going to be to fix that. But all of these discs, besides 1, are oriented in the correct location, and that is going to make the channel line up so you can drop the sidebar and get the lock opened up. So how I was able to pick this open is I was tensioning off the first 3 discs you can see right here, and I tensioned in a clockwise direction. One step that you can do prior to picking the lock is you can take anything like this wiper insert or whatever you want to do and just rotate all of the discs clockwise. This is not a necessary step, but it does save you some time because it is considered zeroing out the lock. So if you have any zero cuts on your discs, what's it going to do is it's going to align them all the way at the bottom here. Those are the discs that you can tension off of. And if your disc is all the way down here, and that is the correct orientation, you're not going to need to pick it because it is already going to be set in the correct spot. And on this lock, it was disc 2 and 4 that were zeros. And you can see what those look like on the key right here, 2 and 4. They do not have any material cut off. So I was able to bypass those. So when I go to tension and pick this lock, I insert my tool. I'm going to tension clockwise, and then I'm going to try to align my tool, look at my markings, and just try to go down each disc and turn it until I get a little click. I was picking counterclockwise since I had rotated everything clockwise. Once I felt it set, and I'm going to be honest, this is a feedback that I'm still getting very used to, and I relied a lot of the visual of the lock to really guide me. But once I got down and I was able to do every disc, get it aligned up, the lock was able to turn over. One thing that immediately happened was I had it turned about maybe like 20 or 30 degrees, then the whole lock seized up. As you can tell, the disc in 1 is not in the right location, and the sidebar seems like it's, scratched a little up over here, and I sort of just forced it over. It was picked correctly, but then something happened, and I'm not exactly sure how to fix it, but I do consider this a pick. But either way, guys, all I wanted to do today was, one, share with you a new experience and my first success with this detainer locks. It's something I am so excited by. It just feels rejuvenating, and I'm just so happy to share it with you. And another thing I just wanted to do is I always like to just have a little teaching tidbit in every video, even if it's something as basic as this one and just a very small accomplishment. I just really enjoy being able to, if anyone didn't have any information on this prior, to be able to help them have a little bit more understanding. And if I was not able to verbalize anything correctly and I said anything incorrectly, please correct me in the comments. This is something that I am still learning about, I am thinking about every day, and I really want to try to increase my knowledge base as well, and I look forward to anyone's feedback that will help me learn, and I'm just so excited to be able to share this with everyone. But either way, guys, if you have any questions or suggestions, as always, please drop them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. As always, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope you all have a great day, and thank you so much for checking this out.